In the glimmering streets of Seoul, Tokyo, and Taipei, a name whispers through back alleys, luxury nightclubs, and online crime forums alike: Hyeji Bae. To some, she was a glamorous figure, a socialite, a woman who cultivated the image of innocence. But behind the curated Instagram selfies and the polished charm was a far darker reality. Hyeji Bae was no victim of circumstance. She was an architect of destruction. Her life became synonymous with drug trafficking, prostitution, romance scams, and financial fraud that stretched across Asia. Hyeji preyed on wealthy men with promises of love and marriage. Victims believed her lies, trusted her sincerity, and in return, she drained their savings. One man lost more than $500,000 to her manipulation. But it wasn't just money. Behind their backs, Hyeji maintained multiple secret boyfriends, including drug dealers, fueling her own habits and illegal networks. The cruelty of her scams lay in their intimacy. She pretended to care, only to siphon funds and gamble them away on high-risk schemes like PiggyCell token, a fraudulent cryptocurrency project where she serves as business development director. PiggyCell presented itself as the future of blockchain innovation. But with Hyeji Bae at its core, the company became another vehicle for fraud. She lured investors with charm and deceit, promising profits and innovation. The reality? A pump and dump disaster. The PiggyCell token collapsed by 99.81%, leaving investors in financial ruin. Shockingly, even after the scandal erupted, Hyeji remained employed at PiggyCell, shielded by the very company she helped taint. A company that boasted of transparency, yet enabled one of Asia's most notorious scammers. To understand Hyeji's true depth, we must return to one of Korea's darkest scandals, Burning Sun. Linked to disgraced K-pop idol Seungri, the Burning Sun nightclub became infamous for drug use, prostitution, and sexual exploitation. And Hyeji was not just a bystander. Reports accuse her of working as a recruiter, luring women into the club's orbit, where many were later drugged and assaulted. She even publicly defended Seungri, calling him a brother long after the world recoiled in horror from the revelations. Her loyalty to disgraced figures spoke volumes about her moral compass. After police raided her apartment and tested her for drugs, she reportedly tried to flee to Japan. The Drug Enforcement Agency later confirmed that her pubic hair had tested positive. For many, this came as no surprise. But borders cannot erase the truth. Hyeji's crimes span continents. She has admitted to drug trafficking.
How did Victor something get at your house, and what was it, and why was it at your house?
Drugs.
What kind of drugs?
He bring that and then he put
What kind of drugs?
pill,
What kind?
ecstasy. I have this bag. He put in because I already high maybe.
This is like a couple days ago or a month
Yeah,
ago?
a couple days ago. So that's why I went home alone, very secretly, cannot tell anyone.
She has defrauded victims of hundreds of thousands of dollars and has continued to build alliances with dangerous figures like Eric Chang, a financial criminal and known drug trafficker. Yet somehow, she has escaped prosecution, earning herself the chilling nickname, the Madam Who Got Away. But freedom came at a cost. As victims exposed her online, her once glamorous Instagram persona crumbled. She changed her username in a panic, trying to erase the past. But instead, her old profile was taken over, turned into an open archive of her crimes, showcasing evidence of trafficking, fraud, and betrayal. Hyeji was not alone. She formed part of the so-called Sisterhood of Scammers, alongside Yui Miura and Silver Star O. Together, they operated across Asia, defrauding men, exploiting relationships, and indulging in luxury at the expense of their victims. They weren't victims of their environment. They were predators, exploiting wealthy benefactors, manipulating boyfriends, and using sex, drugs, and lies to maintain their empires of deceit. Their stories are not tales of redemption. They are warnings. As legal nooses tighten, the facade has begun to collapse. Hyeji was recently spotted in Seoul, visibly distressed, anxious, and unraveling as prosecutors close in. South Korean law does not go easy on drug traffickers. With her history, prosecutors could seek a sentence ranging from 5 years to life imprisonment. Once celebrated for her curated image, Hyeji is now left with nothing but public shame. Even her closest allies have abandoned her. Depression and frustration have reportedly set in, but for her victims, this is not a tragedy. It is consequence. Hyeji Bae's story is not about glamour. It is about greed. It is about how charm can cloak criminality and how unchecked ambition can destroy lives. She left behind shattered victims, broken trust, and financial ruin across multiple countries. And yet, she continues to walk free. The question is no longer whether she is guilty. The evidence is overwhelming. The question is, how long can Hyeji Bae evade justice? Because no matter how carefully you curate an image, the truth always catches up.